Election strategist Prashant Kishore, while addressing a gathering in Goa on Thursday, said that the BJP is not going anywhere for many decades, and the problem with Rahul Gandhi is that he does not realize it. What he said was that the BJP is going to be at the center of Indian polity, whether they win, whether they lose, like it was for the first 40 years of the Congress. Now, what has happened is this has been interpreted as an endorsement for the Bharatiya Janata Party and a smack to the Congress's lack of understanding about where the BJP really stands.
Is going to be the center of the Indian polity, whether they win, whether they lose, like it was for first 40 years for Congress. BJP is going nowhere. Once you secure 30% plus vote at India level, you are not going away in a hurry. So do not ever get into this trap that people are getting angry and they will throw away Modi. Maybe they will throw away Modi, but BJP is not going anywhere. They are going to be here. You have to fight it out for next many decades. It's not going in a hurry. So that is where the problem lies with Rahul Gandhi probably. He thinks it's just a matter of time when people will throw him away. That's not happening.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
The thing is that everyone is angry with Prashant Kishore for saying this. So is the Congress, perhaps even the BJP a little bit, because he has suggested that sooner or later Mr. Modi is going to be out of power. But where do you stand? So let me first introduce our panel. Professor Om Prakash Mishra, spokesperson of TMC, Dr. Suman Siraman, political analyst, Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst. Professor Om Prakash Mishra, you agree with this assessment? That the Congress still hasn't understood the BJP's future and strength?
We have See, RSS and CPI, both of these are almost 100-year-old. Revolutionary Socialist Party, Socialist Unity Center of India, SUCI, they have also been there for 80 years. Jana Sangha and then later on BJP continues. So political parties usually stay put. And that is what possibly Prashant Kishore has said, that BJP might win, BJP might lose. But he has also emphasized that if you would like to defeat the BJP, then you possibly have to work very unitedly, you have to work very hard. And so therefore, as your caption seems to suggest that the PK has endorsed PM Modi, that is not correct. In fact, PK actually, he helped, IPAC helped YSR Congress, then the DMK, at one point of time in history, the BJP, more recently Aam Aadmi Party, also Congress in Punjab, Akhilesh Yadav in 2017, and of course he has worked with us. So therefore he is an important political strategist, and his view of course definitely matters, but then it is not an endorsement. If you read the
I will remove that line, but you still haven't answered my question.
The BJP as a political party.
Okay, it is not an endorsement. Let's remove that line. But what do you have to say about his view that Rahul Gandhi has failed to read that the BJP is not going to go away in a matter of time? Do you agree with that view?
Well, actually, this is, largely this is correct, because Indian National Congress is an important political party, but then it is one of the political party opposing the BJP. There is a dynamic political party like my party, All India Trinamool Congress. There is Samajwadi Party, there is RJD, there is NCP, there is the DMK. There are yet other political parties. We should all be united in order to
But who is
BJP,
more dynamic and capable, you or the Congress?
For communal, politics.
Who is more dynamic and capable, you or the Congress?
As long as hatred is there, antagonism is there, BJP is going to be there, unfortunately.
I didn't ask you about the BJP. I'm saying who is more capable and dynamic, you or the Congress?
Oh, well, actually, we have a coalition in this country, coalition of issues, and these issues are ranged against BJP's great mismanagement of India's economy, of India's foreign policy, of the overall governance system. So therefore, we are all united against the BJP. And naturally, a leader like Mamata Banerjee definitely is going to contribute a lot to this process of building up the unity and fighting the BJP.
Interesting.
Congress is, of course, also
we can keep.
effort.
You have very clearly and cleverly for the last 10 minutes danced around my question, but Sumansi Raman, that can't be music to your ears. For somebody to say, look, they are going to be here for 40 more years, and if Mr. Gandhi thinks that they are going to go away in a matter of time and then he can just swoop in, that's basically a dream, living in a fool's paradise.
Padmaja, first of all, we will have to understand these statements in the context of Mr. Prashant Kishore's recent discussions with the Congress High Command. Now, till a couple of weeks ago, there was a lot of speculation that Mr. Prashant Kishore would join the party, perhaps even as a general secretary of the party, and would spearhead the campaign strategy for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Now, that obviously something seems to have gone wrong in the last week or two, and this may be a reflection of that. But the point is,
so are you saying that this is not really an analysis, this is more like the wrath of a strategist con?
Wait, let me finish. Look, it is very likely that Mr. Prashant Kishore is right. The fact that he is saying it now is perhaps because the relations with the Congress have not gone, have soured a bit. The point is, Padmaja, ideological parties in a country like India.
Just as a follow-up, then okay, Prashant Kishore might be saying it because, of whatever personal reasons. Why is Mamata Banerjee saying on the 26th of October, I would like to tell the Congress, you got so many years, 5, 10, 15. What have you done? Nothing. That is why the BJP has gained strength. And that is why parties like ours have taken the challenge.
Look, ideological parties in an environment like India tend to go on and on and on. Parties which the BJP didn't arise from thin air. It basically evolved from the Bharatiya Janata Sangh, which had been around for another 40 years before that. So I think we have to understand that any party which is strongly ideology bound in India doesn't really go away. Its name may change, its form may change, but they just go on. Sometimes they win elections, sometimes they lose elections.
So this is not about an endorsement of any one party. This is basically saying they are here and obviously they won't just disintegrate in the foreseeable future.
That won't happen. Everybody knows that. They will lose. They could definitely lose elections in future.
Okay, Professor Sangeet Ragi, is the BJP rejoicing too soon, or could this turn out to be another clubhouse moment? That infamous clubhouse chat where Prashant Kishore purportedly said that Mr. Modi is as strong and popular as Ms. Banerjee, and that was taken as a admission of defeat, and then look what happened.
Padmaja, I am not able to hear your voice completely because there is a broken sound. Yet I could comprehend the essence of your sentence. I am reading in between lines. I think that assessment of Prashant Kishore is fair enough and objective, based on the facts, based on the reality. People often compare that when BJP can rise from 2 to 304 along with its allies, why Congress party cannot. The reality is that the Congress is really facing the leadership crisis, the organizational crisis, and the more importantly, the idea. If BJP could revive itself from 2 to 304 today, it was the idea, the leadership, and the organizational strength of the party. I think that as far as Congress is concerned, you will be finding that the Congress party is a leaderless party, a party which cannot elect a president in 2 years, a party which has got just 19.6% votes, total votes, a party which couldn't produce a leader of opposition in the parliament because it couldn't get 10% of the total seats of the Lok Sabha, a party in the major states of India, in 6 states the party doesn't have even a single legislature. The party effectively has been reduced to a regional party, cannot think of, and again I quote it and again I say it, whenever and wherever Congress party has been reduced to number 3 and number 4, it has lost the vitality to come back to second position or the first position. Forget about first position. And therefore, last time also, if you look at the promises of the Congress party in 2019 election, free medicine, free OPD, free hospitalization, free housing, free water, and yet the people rejected. People couldn't believe, because people know it very well, that the Congress has no capacity to deliver. Congress party cannot win the election.
Essentially, Sumansi Raman,
so people mandate is
what
that
Prashant Kishore
people
has
understanding
said is, and what Professor Mishra refuses to say, but Abhishek Banerjee has said it more clearly, that the Congress is a fringe player. Essentially, that's what they're saying. Congress is a fringe player at best.
Padmaja, every political party is one election victory away from being relevant again. That is all that there is to it. And we know that.
And how many election losses away is it from irrelevance?
No, that exactly is the point. A centrist liberal party is what every country essentially will need always. And there will always be space for a centrist liberal party like the Congress. Today it has
But sir, there is one thing to be a party, and there is quite another thing for being a party in government. You can be a party, of course, with 0 MLAs and 0 MPs also. You will still be a party. There are plenty of them. You just won't be recognized anymore. But
look,
it's the differences of being a mainstream player and a fringe player. Sure, you will be a party.
No, by that definition, all the regional parties are, in your opinion, quote-unquote, fringe players?
No, absolutely not. It is a regional party which is calling the Congress a national party a fringe player. I didn't say this. Abhishek Banerjee said it.
No.
It's a regional party who's now calling the Congress a fringe player.
Let Mr. Abhishek Banerjee come and contest, the Trinamool Congress contest in Karnataka, or as they are going to do now in Goa. Let us see how they fare.
Don't dare. That might just happen. They are already opening a unit in Uttar Pradesh. Professor,
I know, Padmaja, but
Professor Mishra, a dare from a Congress supporter. Look how kind you were to them, and they are saying try and contest in Karnataka.
No, you see, Padmaja, you know, the very fact that a national channel like yours has to debate about the opposition and not about the malgovernance that the country is suffering, that itself is a very big statement on what we are doing. Secondly, about the fringe player, of course, Congress has failed in many respects, but then so has the BJP as well. Where is BJP? Say in Andhra Pradesh, or for that matter in Tamil Nadu, or they had one seat in Kerala and then they do not have. And BJP did not do well at all in
Of course, the BJP is your opponent number 1, but the real interesting experiment being done right now, and even as we speak, the TMC has a full-blown experiment underway in Goa where they are trying to empty out the Congress from the inside out. That is the real experiment that is interesting at this point. We'll keep a close eye on it for the time being. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me.